Hollywood has always sold the idea of perfection: bright smiles, red carpets, dream couples, and carefully staged romance. But every so often, that picture cracks, and when it does, the truth underneath looks far messier than anyone expected. That is exactly what appears to have happened with Teyana Taylor and Aaron Pierre, a pairing that once felt almost untouchable. What started as a love story admired by fans slowly unraveled into something far darker, filled with alleged deception, quiet power plays, and a behind-the-scenes struggle for control. For months they were everywhere. From steamy creative collaborations to public appearances that screamed chemistry, the couple became a symbol of modern celebrity romance. Fans praised their energy, their style, and the way they seemed to elevate each other. Aaron Pierre, the rising British actor known for his commanding presence and voice work, appeared to be stepping confidently into the American spotlight. Teyana Taylor, already established as a multi-talented force, seemed to be enjoying a new chapter filled with love and professional triumph. Then everything stopped. As 2025 came to an end, fans noticed something strange. Photos vanished. Captions disappeared. Entire memories seemed to be erased overnight. The sudden social media wipe wasn't subtle or accidental. It was complete. What looked like a breakup at first glance soon felt like something much deeper, something carefully planned rather than emotional or impulsive. Behind the scenes, whispers began spreading through Hollywood circles. According to sources, Teyana's decision to erase the relationship publicly was not driven by heartbreak alone. Instead, it was allegedly the result of a discovery that changed how she viewed the entire relationship from the ground up. What she found, if these reports are true, wasn't just personal betrayal. It was a calculated strategy that treated her less like a partner and more like a tool. Throughout much of 2025, Teyana wasn't simply dating Aaron Pierre. She was actively supporting his rise. She included him in her creative projects, cast him in visually striking work, and used her industry connections to help him navigate the American entertainment landscape. They shared stylists, devices, schedules, and spaces. Their lives were intertwined in ways that went far beyond public appearances. That closeness allegedly became the very thing that exposed everything. Near the end of the year, while Teyana was finalizing one of the most successful performances of her career, she reportedly came across a shared device that had remained logged into a cloud account. What she discovered there, according to insiders, wasn't a single conversation or an isolated moment of dishonesty. It was a detailed record of planning, communication, and intent. Sources claim the files included messages and emails involving Aaron's management team and a major public relations firm. The documents allegedly outlined a long-term strategy for positioning him as a clean, refined, universally appealing leading man in Hollywood. Central to that plan, according to these claims, was Teyana herself. Her authenticity, cultural credibility, and public warmth were reportedly viewed as assets that could soften his image and help him transition into the American market ahead of major upcoming roles. The most painful part, insiders say, wasn't simply that she was being used. It was that the plan allegedly included phasing her out once her usefulness had run its course. At the same time, there were rumors of another connection overseas. Reports suggest Aaron maintained ties with someone from his past, someone whose image fit the European elegance his team allegedly wanted for global branding. While nothing has been publicly confirmed, sources claim this connection overlapped with his relationship with Teyana, creating a double life that directly contradicted the image he presented to her. For Teyana Taylor, this was not unfamiliar territory. She had already survived a very public and painful separation before. She understood the games Hollywood plays and had built her career by protecting her boundaries and her identity. According to those close to her, this discovery didn't send her into emotional chaos. Instead, it pushed her into strategic silence. On December 31, 2025, the digital erasure happened. Every trace of the relationship vanished. Unlike typical celebrity breakups where a few photos remain to signal maturity, this was absolute. Posts, memories, birthdays, premieres gone. It wasn't about closure. It was about control. Insiders say the silence that followed was intentional. While the public speculated, Teyana reportedly began gathering everything. Screenshots, archived files, timestamps, and metadata were preserved. There were no emotional outbursts online. No cryptic messages. No public blame. Instead, she prepared. According to multiple accounts, The real confrontation happened just days before the Golden Globes. Teyana allegedly requested a private meeting with Aaron and his management team. This was not a lover's argument. It was a professional reckoning. She arrived not as a wounded partner, but as a respected artist on the brink of major awards recognition. Sources claim she laid everything out: the communications, the plans, the alleged overseas connection, the recorded strategy discussions about reshaping Aaron's image and quietly removing her from the narrative. When blame was placed on management, she reportedly shut that down immediately, making it clear that silence and compliance were choices. Her message was simple and firm. Any attempt to spin the breakup in a way that painted her as unstable, jealous, or responsible would result in full exposure. According to insiders, this ultimatum effectively froze Aaron's public relations team. Planned appearances were canceled, interviews disappeared, and most notably, Aaron Pierre did not attend the Golden Globes, an event where he was expected to further cement his rising status. January 11, 2026 became a turning point. That night, the Golden Globes were no longer just an awards ceremony. They became a statement. Teyana Taylor arrived alone, confident, and unapologetic. Her fashion choice was bold and deliberate, blending elegance with defiance. Every detail of her appearance communicated that she was not hiding, shrinking, or retreating. The look instantly dominated headlines and social media. Conversations that might have centered on Aaron's absence shifted entirely. The narrative was no longer about a breakup. It was about presence, power, and self-ownership. When Teyana won Best Supporting Actress for her role in one battle after another, the moment felt symbolic. The standing ovation wasn't just for her performance. It was recognition of everything she represented in that moment. Her acceptance speech avoided names, but the message was unmistakable. She spoke about softness, strength, and belonging. She reminded young women watching that depth is not a flaw and confidence does not require permission. Hollywood heard it loud and clear. Later that night, instead of attending exclusive industry parties, Teyana made a different choice. Still dressed in couture, still holding her Golden Globe, she went to a fast food spot and posed casually with her award and a box of chicken fingers. The image spread instantly. It wasn't staged glamour. It was authenticity. It reinforced the idea that success does not require abandoning yourself to fit someone else's expectations. As January continued, the impact only grew. An Oscar nomination followed, confirming that her success was not a moment but a movement. Celebrating with her children and community, Teyana showed that her life, career, and joy did not depend on anyone else's approval or association. Meanwhile, Hollywood remained quiet. No leaked stories. No dramatic interviews. According to insiders, that silence was enforced by the knowledge that Teyana still held evidence capable of exposing how relationships are sometimes used as branding tools within the industry. As of late January 2026, those materials remain unreleased. Their existence alone has shifted behavior. Executives are cautious. Narratives are restrained. The system, at least temporarily, has been forced to pause. Whether Aaron Pierre's career fully recovers remains an open question. While he continues working, the perception around his rise has changed. His story now carries an unspoken asterisk, a reminder that image building often comes at a cost, especially when authenticity is sacrificed. Teyana Taylor, on the other hand, has emerged stronger. Not because she destroyed someone else, but because she refused to be quietly rewritten. She didn't beg for sympathy. She didn't chase validation. She controlled the narrative by stepping away and letting her work, presence, and silence speak louder than any statement ever could. This story is not just about a breakup. It is about power, identity, and the risks of treating real people as marketing strategies. It exposes how easily love can be blurred with ambition, and how dangerous it is to underestimate someone who knows their worth. In the end, Teyana didn't just walk away from a relationship. She walked away from a system that tried to minimize her value. And she did it on her own terms, unbothered, victorious, and done playing a role written by someone else. Now the question remains for fans and observers alike. Was her response too calculated? Or was it the only way to protect herself in an industry built on illusion? Can Aaron Pierre redefine his image? Or has the shine permanently faded? One thing is certain. Hollywood is not always what it pretends to be, and this time the curtain slipped just enough for everyone to see.